Welcome back! So this is what our miniature house is currently looking like. But before I get too excited about the bathroom, we need to do the floor for the second floor and the wall for the second floor. I'm gonna do those really quick because I am a pro now. And when I say pro, I mean very much still a beginner at doing miniatures, but I think I'm getting better. From the first starting this project till now, I think we're getting better. One of the reasons I started this account was because whenever I watched videos of people putting together miniatures, they were always like professionals that were putting them together. And I'm like, why does mine not look like this? Why is mine so terrible compared to theirs? So I wanted a more realistic view of what miniatures look like for normal people who put them together. I still think I have a long way to go. I still think I need to learn some tips and tricks, but I am having so much fun right now, even if it doesn't come out super cute. Okay, so both the wallpaper and the flooring have been cut out. Now we just need to actually glue them on. As I said before, I am not an electrician, so me trying to do any sort of wiring is just not gonna happen. So we are going to be making the fun little lamps, but we're not actually gonna be wiring them in. Maybe that is for our next miniature project. I'll broach wiring, but not right now. We're gonna be using this glue because it won't leave any wrinkles. And I always do too much glue because I always think I need more than what I actually do. Now I got the strings. Okay, now it is on. I always tend to overcut it a little, but we can go back in and clean it up with an X-Acto knife. So I am not too concerned. And the next one. Okay, now this one. No! Did I just literally do that wrong? Yeah. So, we're gonna have to clean this up because I was supposed to do it on the other side. Okay, I'm grabbing a paper towel real quick, hoping to get some of this glue off. Luckily, this is gonna be the roof or the ceiling of the kitchen, so you probably won't be able to tell. It's a little messed up. I got most of the glue cleaned up. I don't know what I was thinking. I even double checked it and then immediately put glue on the wrong side. So, correct side now. Double checking, yes. Let's put the glue on so it has time to dry. There we go. Now we have the floor and the wall, and I have glue on this cutting mat. I did figure out though, to get glue off of this, you can just use an alcohol pad. So it looks like I will be doing that again tonight. Okay, so here's what the house is looking like. Now we have to put this flooring on top. Okay, and I'm gonna put some glue along this back edge because this is gonna stick to this back wall. There we go, we are officially on the second floor of this miniature build. Now we can get started with the bathroom. And here's what we're gonna be doing with the bathroom today. We have to do this counter, as well as a little water spout, the mirror, the bathtub, which already came together, as well as the little toilet. So first we're gonna get started with building another vase. I should be a pro at building vases at this point, because I think this is the third or the fourth one that I have done. I already grabbed out all the things that we're gonna need for this bathroom build, all the little trinkets. So now I just gotta separate it out a little bit cleaner. So we're gonna cut out the little flowers first. We're gonna have 3 of them. Oh, excuse me, sir. Thank you. And we're gonna cut out a couple of these leaves. We're gonna need them for this vase and then these little small vases later. I'm just gonna cut out a bunch of them, so we don't need to be cutting this up anymore later on. Okay, the little vase is done. Now we have to do the water spout for the bathroom. So this is what we're gonna be working with for that. So this guy has to get bent around so it looks like a water spout, obviously. There we go. This is the bottom, and that's where the water will come out of. So we can glue it together now. So earlier today, I was trying to figure out what these little things are called. They call them buttons in the instructions, but I'm I can't, when I tried to Google button, it was not coming up with whatever this is. because I want to get more for when we do other projects. But like trying to figure out the actual name of this, so hard. Okay, so that is what our little water spout looks like. So while those two are drying, now we're gonna put together a little soap and a lotion. How cute. Okay, so we're gonna be doing the soap first. That's this bead. And then I think this wire and this bead. There we go. Just gonna bend that for the little spout. And then we have to add just a touch of glue here to the top. Probably a little bit more than I needed, but that is fine. This bead on. And then we're gonna grab this guy and put this through both holes. There we go. So that is our tiny little soap dispenser. I'm gonna set you aside to dry. Oh, tipped over. I believe in you. I think you can do it. There we go. Good job. Okay. Next is the little thing of lotion. Just a little bottle of lotion. Maybe some face cream for our slugs. Of course, we have 2 more of these tiny little vases to do. Okay, so that is what everything is looking like, all our little bathroom accessories. Now we have to build the countertop that all of these are gonna go on. Okay, so here are all the wood pieces. This is like this nice, really deep, like teal color that's gonna go on the outside, and then this is gonna end up being the countertop. We just need to cut out the actual template for it. I'm having so much fun with this build. Like, there's so much I wanna do and customize that I'm like, do I want to customize it now, or do I want to build it how the kit like was intended, and then once everything is together, then we'll kind of customize it? Because we already know we're going to be customizing it a little just with the different holidays we're going to be decorating for, but like there's so much on this like bathroom that I was just like, oh my god, it would be adorable if we could do like a little toilet paper roll. So I'm like, do we put it in now, or do we wait and do like a little toilet paper roll, their towels, their little toothbrushes? I think that would be so cute. I'm gonna use this guy to fold it. Makes it a lot easier to do a really nice, neat fold. So I think we're gonna fold up the sink and put it in first and then put the countertop on. I think that'll be a better way to do it. Fingers crossed. Let me smooth these edges down a little, make sure it's sticking all the way around. Now I'm gonna put this guy on. For this, we are gonna do this glue so it doesn't get any wrinkles. Okay, I'm gonna leave this down to dry a little bit more, and now we can actually build the counter. It's like finding the balance between like having enough glue that things will stick and not having too much glue where it's gonna overflow and look bad. It's a very delicate balance. Okay, so while we're waiting for those to dry, I need to introduce you guys to the rest of our slug family. So this is Wilbert. He is Mr. Slugly's father. So this is Mr. Slugly. We introduced him before. His full name is Arthur Slugly, but he goes by Mr. Slugly because he has a very important job as the vice president of marketing at Morton Salt. Now, he used to be married, but his wife got very upset with him taking this job at Morton Salt because, as you guys know, salt is like the arch enemy of slugs. So him and his wife got divorced, and his wife is living with her parents. So Junior, Mr. Slugly's and Mrs. Slugly's son, is currently living with his father because his mom doesn't have room at the grandparents' house. Mr. Slugly invited his father, like Wilbert, to move in to help raise Junior because Mr. Slugly's always at work. I created this entire backstory for them. So that is the very tragic story of our slug family. Okay, so while we're waiting for this countertop to dry, I think we should probably cut out the mirror. Now we just have 2 things left before we can start assembling our bathroom, which is this little tub table that goes across the tub so they can like put their iPad, or in this case, their little cucumbers on this plate, because you know, obviously, it is Grandpa Wilbert that is putting little cucumbers on his eyes as he relaxes in this tub. So for this little plate, it has like a little keyhole that we need to cut out of it so it can bend properly. And then there's like tiny little lines here that we need to cut across too. So those can fold in, so it actually kind of looks like a plate. The other thing I was thinking about is, so we have this little bathtub table, and that has this little cutout so they can put an iPad in here, which is super cute. But I feel like Grandpa Wilbur is not using an iPad in his bubble bath. He's obviously reading a book. And we cut out all those books, so I think we can find one to put on here for him to read. I realized as I was holding it, I'm like, this is gonna be 90% easier if I just put it down and onto my silicone mat so I'm not getting my cutting pad all gluey. How is this the hardest thing I've done so far? Is to try to get this little plate to stick together. Okay, it is pretty dry, so I'm just gonna put the cucumbers on it now so everything just dries together. There we go. There is our little plate with little cucumbers for his little eyes. Okay, I think it is time to assemble the bathroom counter, and then we can actually assemble our entire bathroom. This is the last thing that needs to get done. So that is on. Now we are just going to add in the little water spout. Now let's add in some of the stuff that goes on the counter. We have our little vase over here. And then I'm going to put the soap and lotion over on this end. I will have him rest on the soap if needed. There we go. It is looking so cute. Okay, it is time to start assembling the bathroom. So we have this bathroom wall that I was letting the lamps dry, so I didn't install that yet, so that needs to get done. Let me grab the house. So the wall's gonna go right over here. Let me just add in a line of glue. No! I installed it wrong. So this guy's actually supposed to go on the side over here, but it is too late to do that because the floor is already dry. Okay, I am ripping up the floor. I'm doing it. It's gonna annoy me too much if the walls don't match. So, oh, it's making me very nervous to do this, but we've gotta do it. We've gotta do it. Oh, that just doesn't sound good as I'm hearing it peel away. Oh, it is the sound of wallpaper ripping. Luckily though, I am just going to use my X-Acto knife and cut this. Okay, I feel like this is a rite of passage though. At some point, anyone who makes miniatures is going to mess it up royally. And luckily, it could have been worse. It really could have been worse. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna glue this wallpaper back down. Round 2 of this floor that we've messed up twice now. It is fine, everything is fine. Okay, so while the house is re-solidifying, I completely forgot that we still need to do the shower. So let's do that while this firms back up. Okay, so here's the shower hose. Here is the bottom of the shower. It's gonna sit like that. Here is the spout of the shower, and then that's where you adjust the temperature. How cute. So now we just need to assemble it. Okay, I gotta bend this guy so it's facing down. Probably gonna use my pliers for this. I don't use my pliers every day, but when I do need them, they come in handy. Here we go. Oh no. Stand back up. There we go. There is our tiny little shower. I love it. Okay, so let's start reassembling this for the second time. So we're just gonna guess kind of how it's supposed to go. So I'm gonna say that the counter is probably gonna go along the back wall because that just makes sense to me. Now we can put on the mirror. Now we have to put in our bathtub. Our bathtub is gonna go over here. Actually, no, it's gonna go closer to the wall over there. This is very scandalous of them to have a bathtub directly in front of this window. I'm not saying anything about it, but these slugs. And then we have the toilet. Also, there is no way to get into this bathroom. There is no door here. We gotta put our shower in behind the tub. put in the bubbles. Perfect. And then we'll add the little bathtub table tray, however you want to call it, on top of that. That is what our bathroom is currently looking like. I am loving this so much. I only messed up 2 major things today, but I will see you guys next time.